Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. It's Bri with Bless Your Body, and today we have a nice slow flow to go ahead and focus on our hips. So let's grab a yoga mat, grab a beautiful place for you to do some yoga today, and let's get started. So to get started today, let's go ahead. We're going to start in child's pose. So wide-legged child's pose, bringing them feet and knees out towards the sides of our mat and sitting all the way back down to the ground, melting down to the ground here. Checking in with the body. Walking your hands a little bit more forward to get that stretch more in the shoulders. Breathing here, taking full deep inhales and exhales. Stretch out your fingers so you have big hands on the ground. My fingers are spread out, my palms are flat onto the ground. Being intentional with my breath here. On your next inhale, let's slowly come up to table. And from here, we're just going to move into some cat and cows. So maybe bringing your legs in a little bit. Let's drop the belly, shift the gaze forward. Inhale. Exhale, round the back up towards the sky. And as always, I just like to rock forward and backwards here. Let's drop the belly, shift the gaze forward. And exhale, round the back. Bring it up towards the sky, drop the head. Drop the belly, shift the gaze forward. And on your next exhale, round the back, push the back up, and let's actually go into a seated child's pose here. So the back is rounded, I'm in a child's pose. And from here, we're going to kind of create some circles with the whole body. So without coming completely back up, I'm going to slowly guide my face forward, keeping it close to the mat. Once I'm close to my hands, then I'm going to push up into a cow. Belly drop, shift gaze forward, round my back up towards the sky, and go into a seated child's pose, creating this big circle here. Again, guiding my face forward to my hands, pushing up, dropping the belly, shifting the gaze forward, rounding the back, pushing it back all the way to child's pose, coming all the way forward, gazing my face forward along it, pushing up to a cow, belly drop, face facing forward, round the back, coming back into a child's pose. Now let's actually switch the direction. So we're going to come up into a cat, back rounded, drop the head. Let's drop the belly, drop the face slowly to the ground next to the hands, moving it back into a child's pose. So coming up, back rounded, head dropped. Let's drop the belly, shift the gaze forward, coming down to the ground into a seated pose. Now let's just stay here in child's pose for a moment. Let's take our hands. You can either stay here or I invite you to wrap them behind you as I'm grabbing on to my forearms with each hand. Relaxing here. Slowly bring your hands next to your shoulders. Let's meet me up into table pose. From here, maybe bringing your legs in a little bit closer together. Let's go ahead and extend the right hand out in front, the left leg out and back, creating this nice alignment here. From here, let's go ahead, we're gonna do a child's pose. So sitting back onto that right heel, extending both hands out in front of you, the left leg is extended back. Stretching here. Now I invite you to stay here, or if you can find your balance, let's take the left hand, spread it underneath the right arm. Ooh. Creating a thread through. Slowly come back to center, bring both hands out in front of you. You can take the right hand and thread it underneath the left arm. Slowly come back, placing your hands by your shoulders, pushing up into a table. Let's go ahead, we're gonna do the other side. So left arm up in front, right leg up in the back, holding this strong alignment here, and sit backwards, sitting on the left heel. Right leg back, left arm forward, extend that right hand forward, and melt down. Finding your balance here, finding some strength in the stretch. You can either stay here if you want to go deeper into a pose. Let's take the right hand extended underneath left, finding a thread. Slowly coming back to center. Let's go ahead and take the left hand, thread it underneath the right, creating this threaded stretch here. Embracing your body wherever it's at. As we're doing a nice slow stretch to slowly awaken the body today. Slowly bring the left hand near the shoulder, right hand near the shoulder, pushing up back to table. Let's go ahead and do some cat and cows. From here, we're going to do another variation of it. So right arm in front, left leg in back. But from here, let's go ahead and open both of them up to the side. So right arm to the right side, left leg to the left side, and sit back here. Kind of creating a whole T with your body. Breathing into the stretch here. If you want, you can take that left foot and extend it out towards the side more, opening up the hip here, wherever you feel a deep stretch. Maybe placing that hand next to your body for some support. Slowly come back up to table. Finding a neutral table here, let's go ahead, extend the left hand up towards the sky, right leg up, sending them both out to the opposite side, and sitting back. Breathing here. Feeling the stretch. And if you want, you can go ahead, take that foot and extend it out towards the side more, opening the hip, taking that top hand, putting it by your shoulder for some support. Feeling the stretch in your hip here. Slowly bring both hands near your shoulders, pushing up, meeting me in a hero pose. So situating yourself. Stay face to the side. Coming to a hero pose here. From here, you can either just place your hands on your lower back and shine that heart forward, or if you want to go into a deeper version of the stretch, bring your hands down onto the ground and shining that heart. Breathing with each breath, making it a full breath. Coming up to center. Let's go ahead, push back into a downward dog. Walking the dog here. Pedaling the feet. Go ahead, rise over to high plank. Go all the way through your vinyasa, so down into upward facing dog. When you're in upward facing dog, let's just do a light twist here. Again, push back into your downward dog. Walking your dog here. Let's go ahead, take the left leg. We're going to bring it all the way through to pigeon. Shining that heart forward. Breathing here. And on your next exhale, let's melt down to the ground. Feeling the stretch in your hips and your legs here. Maybe rocking back and forth to stretch out the hips a little more. Slowly rise. Let's go ahead, bring the right leg. We're going to bring it all the way around, placing it on the left side of the left knee. Let's go ahead, hug in the leg, twist over to the right, right hand in the back, look over that right shoulder. Coming back to center, hugging it in with your right arm, looking over that left shoulder. Continuing to twist, 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 twist until I meet you in table pose. Let's push back to a downward dog. Let's go ahead, we're going to take the right leg, bring it through to pigeon. Shining that heart forward. From here, let's slowly melt all the way down to the ground. Just relaxing here. You can slowly rock from side to side if you want. can slowly come up. Let's go ahead and take the back left leg, bring it all the way around, placing it on the right side of the right knee. Let's go ahead and hug it in with your right arm twisting over, look back over the left shoulder. Go ahead, slowly come back to center, hugging it in with your left arm, looking back over your right shoulder. Keep twisting, twisting, twisting until you meet me in the table pose. From here, let's go ahead and lie down onto our stomachs, placing our feet facing outward, creating a little pillow with our hands for our head. Relaxing into our bodies here. Feeling the stretch in the hips we just did. Being intentional with each inhale and exhale. Relaxing here. Whenever you're ready, you can either stay here in this pose or slowly come up to meet me into seated. Whatever kind of seated pose you want to be in. Or still lying down on the ground, that's okay too. Finding your comfortable seat, let's bring our hands to heart center. Thanking your body for being able to move. Thanking yourself for blessing your body today. The divine light in me recognizes and sends divine light to you. Namaste.